title reads, "How do you get over the girl that got away?" It's kind of like that Katy Perry song, one of her few good songs. I actually quite like that one. So the post reads, "I decided to skip texting altogether and just call her back. She was clearly very happy that I reached out." Well, yeah, a girl is going to be happy that you reached out because they do like the attention. So just because she might have a positive reaction to you calling or texting her, she probably just likes the attention and she'd have that same reaction about any man. And she might have a plethora of men waiting in the wings, also messaging her as well. So you just got to be careful about that. He said, "As I expected, she went through a recent breakup and was reminiscing and thinking about how we had some great times together." So yeah, if she's just come out of a relationship, you might be one of her monkey branches. She might just be using you to get over that previous relationship. So again, yeah, just be careful. Don't think, oh, just because she has a positive reaction to you reaching out to her, things will go well. She might just be using you. And hey, you can use her as well. It can go both ways. He says, "Not the best start in my opinion, as it seems like she may just be looking for a rebound fling." Yeah, very plausible indeed. "I agreed to meet up with her at a wine bar this coming Friday night and have a longer conversation about things." I like the wine bar idea for a day. It's quite romantic. Hopefully some dimly lit lighting, have a few drinks, but just don't spend too much because a wine bar sounds quite fancy and you could be getting into three figures there very quickly. So one or two drinks max. Yeah, and pay for the third drink for sure. While talking to her, I started getting the feeling that maybe I don't have as strong of feelings for her as I thought. Yeah, that could be the case because you kind of have this fantasy about someone, especially in the past, because they were that certain person and now they've probably changed. You know, if 2, 3, 5, 7 years have passed, they're going to be completely different people because they've gone through different experiences. And you may look at them and be like, oh, is this how I remember you before? Like something's off, you're a bit older now, maybe she has a few new crazy streaks. And then you just like, oh yeah, I don't know why I was so worked up about this girl in the first place. So this is a very valid feeling to feel, and it makes a lot of sense. It certainly doesn't help that it seems like she's just looking for distraction from her breakup, as we said. "I'm going to meet up and talk and see what happens, but I feel like I'm going to let her know that being friends is all I can do, at least for right now." Bro, just go out there and have a good time. Don't worry about all these like super serious conversations. I feel like he kind of just wants to talk about his feelings and just like lay everything on the table. Like if you're going on a date with her, don't even talk about the past. Don't even talk about your previous relationship, and certainly don't bring up recently her recent ex either, because you want her to feel good. You don't want her to have negative thoughts when she's with you. So you're going to a wine bar. Treat it like a first date. Treat it like you've just met for the first time, and just have fun. Don't worry about the past and the history, because it's just gonna be like a revolving door, and you're gonna have the same outcomes as before. Final paragraph. "I met a woman back in the early 2022 after a gig I was playing. She was and will still be the most beautiful woman I've ever met personally." I'm guessing this is the girl he was just talking about, right? "I couldn't believe my luck that she wanted to strike up a conversation with me." So already he's putting her on a bit of a pedestal here. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe this beautiful woman's talking to me. Like, what is she thinking? Like, how lucky I am. And you don't want to have that mindset when talking to a woman, because she'll pick up on that and she'll just use you. Um, but yeah, she must have high interest in him when they first met, because it's very rare for a girl to start a conversation with a guy, unless, and this is a red flag, unless she's just super sociable and she chats to every guy and she's just one of those people that just loves talking and communicating with other people, especially men, because it means like you are just one of many men at that gig that she probably spoke to. And you don't want to be dating with a girl who's starting conversations with men and becoming like their best friend, because yeah, you're always going to have looking over your shoulder to make sure she's being committed to you. You want those quiet, shy ones for long-term relationships. We chatted for a while and exchanged numbers. So again, he's like kind of like speaking about how it was before, like when they first met. I don't know why he's done it in this order. We ended up dating for almost 2 years until we had a fight due to misunderstanding on New Year's Eve 2023. So 2 years is a long time, especially if you're young. So it's obviously a pretty solid relationship. But arguing on New Year's Eve, I'm guessing there was a lots of drinking involved, and you as a guy, you shouldn't be getting drunk. You should be very in control of your alcohol, and you shouldn't let alcohol control you, and you shouldn't also allow alcohol to change your girlfriend either. You're adults, and you shouldn't be acting like teenagers having arguments because you can't control your drink. That's a red flag from both of you. It was no one's fault, but things were said by both of us that can't be taken back. Well, it sounds like both your fault. Now, in a year and a half later, and I still haven't gotten over her. So, in that year and a half, she's already got into another relationship. I think that's probably normal. A girl might spend a few months after the breakup to spend time on herself, so to speak. But then, yeah, she's probably gone out there and started dating even before you have as a guy. So, if you are going to try and get back with your ex, you're just going to have to be comfortable with the fact that she's probably met other guys and had experiences with other guys while you two were away from each other. And that's why, for me, I couldn't get back with an ex just on that alone. To know that you had something special with someone, and then you don't know what she's been doing in those years in between. That's not a nice thought for us guys. I think about her every day, and in spite of all my friends' advice and every bit of common sense I have, I just can't move on with my life. So, see, this is unhealthy now. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about your ex every single day. He hasn't mentioned so far that he's been out dating himself. It doesn't sound like he's, gone traveling. It doesn't sound like he's happy with his job, because if he was happy with his job and he had these experiences abroad and he was dating multiple women, she wouldn't be spoken about, and he'd be bringing these things up in this post. But he's not doing that. It's like his whole life revolves around this girl, and she's a fantasy at this point. He hasn't seen her in over a year and a half. Like, what she was a year and a half ago is completely different, and obviously it ended for a reason. You two weren't right for each other, which is why it ended. So he actually goes on here to say he has tried dating, but ultimately just ended up comparing other women to her and hurting them. But the thing is, like, this girl you're dating, or did date, obviously she wasn't that great because you two broke up. So she's not perfect. And there'll be a girl out there who you do date and you end up staying with forever because she was the right one for you. And maybe you're just getting unlucky and you're not dating the girls that you want to date. You're probably just going on these dating apps, and the girl who swipes right on you, you just go on a date with because it's easy pickings. You should be going out there off the dating apps and meeting girls in person. Maybe say something to a girl at a coffee shop or walking down the street. Girls you really find attractive, and going for it and shooting your shot. Because if you're always going for girls who you deem as less than your ex, then you're never going to be happy. I'm sure you've walked past multiple women who are 10 times better looking than your ex, but you never take the shot because you're scared. And then you wonder why you're still thinking about your ex and no one compares. It's just, yeah, it's a bit out of line there. Final part, here's the catch. She recently hit me up out of the blue after 18 months of complete no contact. Again, yeah, you probably are a rebound. She knew you'd reply to her and probably be her gay male friend, and yeah, be her emotional support. I feel like a tiny bit of progress had been made. Getting past our relationship would be ruined if I gave in and replied to her. It's kind of shitty from her to actually contact you as well. Like, yeah, you've done this self-development and you try to get over her. Now she's just come back into your life like that. And for all we know, she might go on 1 or 2 dates with this guy and then just leave him again. And he's going to have to restart this whole process of repairing himself. So it's pretty shitty from her if she doesn't have good intentions. I imagine a scenario where we get back together and things work out, but I don't know in reality if that's likely. I really need some advice. Well, it's very rare for you to get back with a girl which previously didn't work and for it to work again. So unfortunately, the odds are stacked against you. But yeah, just go on this first date and just have fun. Treat it like a first date and go there with the intention of making her have fun and you having fun. Don't worry about all these deep conversations and bringing up past events. Just have a good time. Treat her like a first date. Treat her like you don't even know her, and see where it goes. Because I'm sure over this year and a half you have hopefully built on yourself and become a better person. So use that experience and make the second time round with her a much better experience than before. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.
Ready to keep up?
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
There's nothing more sacred than a temple.
Pulse charge! It's probably should have stayed home, kid. Taking requests. Let's rumble! Spotted another jerk! Lock in on this enemy.
You stop them in their tracks.
By the eye of Agamotto! Judge, jury, executioner! You kidding? I feel fantastic!
Better stop that vehicle. Anybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Finally, someone worth grabbing. It is a fair.
Watch me go!
Pulse charge! Let's rumble!
That one hurts.
That's better. Out of sight.
You
You
kidding?
stop them in
I
their
feel
tracks.
fantastic!
Us against the world! Co-op time! They made it halfway! Stop them!
Benji's back, baby! Make way! Let's rumble! It's clobbering time! Judge, jury, executioner! Must resist. Judge, jury, executioner!
There's still a chance to stop them! A nice deep freeze.
Make way! Let's rumble!
It's the grand finale!
It's my way!
Only 60 seconds left.
Looks like bullets break your magic.
Found
You
one!
stop them in their tracks.
Let's rumble!
Be strong together. Admit it. You need me. 30 seconds.
Fit as a fiddle!
Feel the wrath of the
Stop them in their tracks.
The odds serrated up!
battlefield ready again.
Final 10 seconds. Double KO.
Just the idiot what I was looking
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
coming through.
Only 60 seconds left.
Probably should have been easy. Coming through.
Down to 30 seconds. He stopped them in their tracks.
By the eye of judge, jury, executioner!
Feel the wrath of the
The
goddess!
final 10 seconds.
Ready to keep on rocking.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.